La télévision musicale, c'est aussi sur la une.
Hi Jeff.
Comment s'est déroulée la reformation du groupe?
This band is 5 people, and it's a very kind of touchy thing trying to get any kind of decision out of this band, which our management and our record company are finding out very quickly. Trying to get a meeting of us together about anything, about a record cover, about a tour, about anything, is almost impossible. For the first time in 11 years, around the same table, and we looked at each other and went, it's not so bad. And the feeling of being around the same table with the same 5 people was slightly unreal. It took me a little off guard. It was good. It felt like seeing your family again after being away for 11 years.
Dans les années 70, vous avez été un très grand groupe avec une gigantesque audience mondiale. Alors, en 85, qui est votre public?
Well, one of the reasons why I was a little apprehensive, because I thought, although I don't really subscribe to this view, because I'm in the band, a lot of people say, oh, Depot, they were an innovative band. They were the start of what's become heavy metal. They influenced a lot of people. I can understand that in a way, although I don't necessarily agree with it. And I thought that possibly if we got back together again in 1984, 85, people would be expecting too much from us, that the legend had become much bigger than the band ever was. And that would really be an anticlimax. We'd be, in fact, an anachronism.
Quand vous avez décidé de faire cette tournée, avez-vous été obligé de beaucoup répéter vos anciens morceaux?
Do you work a lot to remember them, or it was just like that?
We couldn't remember them. The first time in Bedford was when we started playing some of the old stuff. And we thought, well, what kind of songs should we do? Obviously, the good standards, the ones people will expect. Highway Star was our opener. And we thought, well, let's open with Highway Star. And so we started playing it, and no one could remember the chords. We had to send the roadies out to buy the album so we could learn the chords all over again. We all disagreed. As a matter of fact, we've been on the road now since November. And we were in a limousine on the way to a gig 2 nights ago. And we listened to Lazy. And we suddenly realized there's 2 more verses that we'd forgotten about. So it's all changed.
What would you like to say?
Yann, qu'aimerais-tu dire à ton public français?
I lived in France for 9 months, and it was the most difficult time of my life, professionally, and yet it was the most stimulating as well. I've never been so inspired.
France has been one of those places where we haven't really enjoyed performing that much in the past. We've had a few bad experiences there. And I know in the last couple of years, every time I've done a European tour, the French states have always been one that we've treated with, it's only France, don't worry. However, the last time we came to Paris, I've got to say that we had one of the best concerts we ever had in Rainbow. And the French audience was just fantastic. And especially we were held up, we were late. And they were just so polite and nice to us that I can't wait to get back to Paris and do another gig then.